Hello and welcome back to my YouTube channel. We have to catch up and talk about 90 Day Fiancé before the 90 days. I finally caught up a little bit more since last time and I'm on episode 8 and there has been so much that has happened. We got one new couple and I know another one is coming, but there's a lot to unpack. Jumping right into everything, I want to start with Renee and Chitty. Her craziness is... It's not even starting the show now because, again, I already knew she was crazy from the first scene with her talking to these chickens.
You're so moody. You looking at one and you only talk to that one, the other one will look at you. And then once you acknowledge that one, she'll kind of like, oh, look, me too. Oh, no, be nice to me. Be nice to me.
But now it is in full effect, like overdrive. After what went down at the markets where they were trying to get chicken for dinner.
Let that chicken live.
She is now paranoid, thinking the sister is coming after her. Apparently, she had a conversation with Chitty beforehand and pretty much explained how she has sister issues. I would not say sister issues. I would say you have people issues because it's not just sisters, it's not just women that you are crazy to, it's everybody. Girl, you are the problem. But she came in with this preconceived notion already, assuming and waiting for something to happen, which makes sense because at the dinner table, she was taking everything that lady did as an attack on her. And her biggest reason was saying that when the sister asked about if she's been intimate with Chitty at the dinner table, but also in front of the child, which, mind you, it is her child. So why are you getting mad? Also, I went back and watched it, and the reason why that topic came up was because you were the one that kept saying, oh, we're so spiritually connected.
That he feels me in his heart, his mind, his body, just so deep and spiritual.
How do you mean, dear? What do you mean by spiritual?
It's ordained by God.
God ordained.
Ordained.
God ordained.
Okay.
Where she was confused and was like, girl.
Okay, not something that happened physically between two of you.
Oh, no, never.
And so because Chitty will not go to a hotel with her, she wants to just go in on him. And the way she was talking to him,
You can think whatever the heck you want. Put it in your head, okay?
No.
She's an intruder, okay? Play with yourself.
You see now,
look,
you
see what
said
happened?
you said you can't cope with sisters.
Shut up, Chitty.
Oh gosh.
girl, hold on now. You talking this crazy to this man who has been nothing but nice to you, but also in the home of his family who has welcomed you with open arms. Open arms to you and all your many personalities. What more do you want? She's talking all crazy, calling out the sister when I'm like, girl, they are just right around the corner. They can hear you.
Hello, Renee.
I didn't know you were there, sorry.
I'm listening to your conversation.
And then the sister finally comes in and you can tell that she's like really hurt by how she's treating Chitty, because I could also see her eyes were red when she came in. So you can tell she's been crying. And Renee is this upset because Chitty does not want to go to a hotel room with her. He already said he does not want to get intimate with her because of his religious belief or whatever the reason may be. It's not being respected. But then B, she's yelling at him all in his face because he can't make a decision without consulting his sister and her husband, which they're not only family members, they are his caretakers. Yes, he is independent and, as you said, can cut up a potato if you need it. Yes, he can do that, but he is also bound to have some level of dependence, and for right now it is his trusted family member. So girl, your family members don't like you. Well, let me not put that out there. They already assume or at least portray that you are, which isn't hard to say. You're coming here trying to break up a whole nother family, and the sister didn't back down, which I'm glad.
Why are you cussing?
Why are you inviting me?
It's the way you yell at me.
Why did you invite me if you hate me?
For you to say this, that means you're delusional.
You know what? That's what I'm saying. The fact that I'm delusional after all this. Okay. If you can't see that
So she packed her bags and she left. Little white lady walking around Nigeria. So I hope this is the last that we see of her. I'm a little apprehensive because in the preview for the next episode, the sister is upset because Chitty is still trying to win her over. So I'm like, Chitty, I was gonna say something else. Open up your brain. Open up your brain and let this girl go. Cause I'm so ready for her to go. Next, we have Tigerlily and Anna, and honestly, I just want to move on to the next person. I'm so over this girl. She's over here crying because he's gone. All I gotta say to you is goodbye. She's over here crying about everything else except her children. Who she just made this man the father of. The only time she mentioned them was for a brief second of like, oh, I'm gonna miss them. But him. I really don't care, and I honestly would want to fast forward through every scene that she's in, but I can't for my Patreon people because I don't want to be rude to them. However, if I could, I would. Goodbye. On to Lauren and Fave. Surprisingly, I don't have that much to say. I feel like I said it all in the last video because he is fully engraving himself on this season and of this show as just the guy with gonorrhea who is homeless and trying to scam. After the shocking revelation, well, I can't even say I'm shocked. Well, she was shocked. But after her shocking revelation of finding out he has gonorrhea, she has officially decided to friend zone him. I am glad you are finally putting your foot down. And I know it hurts that your American dream cannot come through Lauren. However, keep hope alive. But send him back home. And things are going good. But I feel like she still has her eyes on this green card and trying to get over to America because why are you reconciling with this man? Why are you going on a boat with this man? Why are you on the way to see your parents with this man? I feel like she might be turning soon and trying to like give him another chance, which I really, really hope she doesn't. I really try not to look at spoilers, but I did see rumblings of a comment that he made about her mom. So hopefully that will be the last straw, but who knows? Who knows with this cast? Now we have Niles and Matilda. The scammer has been stopped. I picked up on her since the first time I saw her. Again, she is a very, very beautiful woman. Her family is beautiful. They seem like a lot of fun, but I feel like she is fully taking advantage of Niles and is very, very dirty to see. Especially after that conversation she had with her mom, where even her mom was like, so does he know that he has to pay for all this? And she's like, oh, well, I'll tell him. We found out, allegedly, that what you're saying is tradition for him to pay for is not tradition. And she tries to sell it by being this, oh, my baby, oh, blah, 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 which I can see right through that. Part of it is for the cameras, but then the other part is she is putting up this facade to him so he can buy what she's selling. But I'm not buying it. And you're not even selling it to me. You can tell how she disassociates anytime he talks, anytime he's excited about something or passionate about something. She doesn't care. But in all the other aspects of when money is involved or the marriage is involved, that's when she's all over him. If you truly love someone, those little things that they really care about or are passionate about, that's what you should be connecting to. And that's when you should really be vulnerable and open to that. But you're not. Niles, I was trying to root for you. I'm gonna have to lay my support to the side for a second because you are not rooting for yourself. You are being bullied into a full marriage scam, into spending all your money on this girl and her family. She already told us they don't make money at the little markets. Oh, I don't want to say that. You know that you should not be getting married. You know you should not be leading her on, and you know you need to tell her, but yet and still you go out and buy an engagement ring. A very pricey one at that. And you also still don't tell her, yet you propose to her. Sir, And when you do tell her, the reaction that she has.
I don't think we can necessarily do it on this trip.
Why?
Because I want to give you the best that I possibly can, and there's just not enough time to getting to know you. Getting married on this trip, I can't exactly do that.
The look on her face, you can tell it's like, a scammer getting caught. I won't say getting caught because he still ain't caught. I don't think he caught on. But a scammer being stopped. And she was realizing that she was starting to lose control. And they're both wrong in this situation. She's just wrong, point blank, period. But Niles is wrong too, because he should have told her while he was still in Alabama. And he had ample opportunities even after he got here. You could have told her so many times, but you didn't. So all of y'all wrong. At this point, get married. Get married, well, no, he's still sweet and nice and innocent, so leave. And now we're on to Brian and Ingrid. Girl, I don't know how many red flags you can see from this man, and he can personally hand to you that you still take him. I gotta talk to you. After all of the lies and the chaos that Brian has done from day one, she forgives him. They have lunch with her friends, and the conversations that they were talking about, I know y'all had a few drinks, but why are you talking about this explicitly with your friends?
Mas onde foi e como foi a primeira noite de amor de você?
Better than Married at First Sight UK, where she's talking about rimming to her mom.
This week, I learned that my husband likes rimming, giving and receiving, if you want to know that.
What? Rimming?
Oh, no. I don't...
But anyway, during that conversation, Brian reveals that when he comes here, like before he met Ingrid, normally he would have women in and out of his hotel room on day one, sleeping with them on day one. They haven't done anything, which I don't know the point he was trying to make. Even if you were trying to get her to be peer pressure to sleep with you, that wouldn't do it. But now that raises so many other red flags. And also, I would be thinking, okay, all these times where she got mad and they didn't talk for like a week, which I'm also like, sir, how long is your flight? Did you just get a one-way ticket? Because why are you here this long? But I would be thinking during those times, did you have women in and out of your hotel then? Because you're so sex craved, and it's just weird. So when they get back, I guess she had a few little drinks and she's like, you know what? I'm not gonna say nothing. He bought her this little lingerie and I could tell she felt so uncomfortable, at least on camera in it. She goes along trying to run away from the camera, not show her little booty, but we see a girl. Brian is, you know, trying to get all close and intimate, a little too close and intimate, because I'm like, sir, those cameras are still rolling. You can just be like, okay, good night. Give us a little something, but then be like, okay, bye. But he just kept going, and I'm like, sir, do you know what show we're filming? However, when cameras went down, that's when the trouble started, because we got a cut to a few hours later. He's rolling down to the pool and she's in the car mad. He wanted things to go further, and when she asked if he had a condom, he said no. And so she was like, okay, well, let's not do it. And so he asked to give just oral. Sorry to my little kid listeners. She was like, no. Which, regardless, the same thing I said about Chitty, her request, you have to respect. I don't understand why you think you have like control over her or this dominance or whatever, especially when it comes to that. So that's point blank, period. But B, her reasoning to that too, not saying she needed a reason, was that anyone knows that can lead to more. She already had her little margaritas or whatever drink she had, was tipsy. That's why she didn't bring up the little conversation y'all had. But she was also smart enough to be like, in that moment, no. And you want to get all butthurt and you want to get mad. And I'm like, here is another problem, another red flag of many. He calls his sister for support, but little does he know, she got her little Team Ingrid poster on the sidelines with me too. She was like, sir, you are wrong. And it took that for him to be like, oh, well, maybe I am wrong. Brian is so toxic, and it's crazy to think that I have sympathy for, you know, his situation, but it's crazy to think that I was really rooting for him in the beginning. But it's also crazier that I was rooting for Ingrid in the beginning, middle, and the end, because everybody is out here rooting for Ingrid, even Brian's sister. Everybody except Ingrid. It's like, they have another conversation and he does not apologize really, and definitely don't take any accountability. Just another ring around the rosy conversation, and she immediately forgives. He says, let's go on a trip, and she jumps up like, oh yay. What? So yeah, no, I'm done. My Team Ingrid poster, I'm done. Y'all do realize it's getting really sunny, and that's because we're about to talk about the MVP of the season, of the show, of the episode, and that is Mr. Sunny. However, we got to talk about the newbies first. So, son, we got to put you away for a second. So the new couple that we have is Vana and Bozo the Clown. I will get into why I'm calling this man Bozo the Clown, because he is a full-on clown. And I'm not saying because he thinks he a little comedian, the Croatian Eddie Murphy. No, he is a full-on clown. They met on a dating app when she was in Croatia. They swiped right, they talked, but then they just missed each other, allegedly. I don't know, that story doesn't add up that well, but you know. The issue I have with her is she talks about her ex-husband and how he was controlling, cheated on her, like just all these horrible things, and how she's so in love with Bozo. I've been calling him Bozo for so long, I don't even know how to pronounce his real name, so I'm just gonna stick to Bozo. She goes on and on and on about him and how he's great, but then her friend who she's walking with brings up that there was a time where she found out he was talking to another girl and he ended things with her to pursue things with this other girl, and only came back when things fell off with the other girl.
Why did you freeze your relationship?
Because I was trying to get back with my ex-girlfriend. We were giving each other another chance. It didn't happen, but it's for the best.
Do you not see, is something not right upstairs? Like, that is the exact same pattern, like the exact same thing of your ex that you just trashed, and we over here with signs cheering you on. Again, that's why I'm like, I am done rooting for these people, because y'all are not rooting for yourselves, and y'all not about to have me out here looking as crazy as y'all look. So she's at the airport on the way to see her man. She's over here running through the airport, missing her connecting flights, trying to call him, and he is not answering the phone. And that's when she starts to get nervous of like, oh, well, is this really, what's going on? Like, blah, blah, blah. All these other red flags were fine, but this is when she's getting nervous. Okay, girl. We cut to him. He can't pick up the phone, but he's over here strolling through markets as if he's in some little Hallmark movie. I mean, he is just walking around, talking to everybody at the storefronts of places, thinking he's some celebrity, but can't pick up the phone. I also clocked the tea too that you are in all these people's faces, playing in their faces, because you didn't buy a single thing. And it made sense later because we find out that you, sir, are unemployed. Not only are you unemployed, but you are living in your mom's house with your aunt. 38 years old. Listen, I get that times are rough and sometimes you need a little extra support. However, he wants to go on and on about how he was mid-pro, semi-pro, or something like that with basketball, to where I'm starting to see that he is a little scammer, and I'm starting to believe that him making money from playing basketball is just a legal way of him saying he was out here at the little courts down the street playing basketball for gambling money. I don't know. I have to do a little research on that, but sir, you are seeming very, very scammy. And you have his mom over here praying and crying every 2 seconds for him to find love. And I'm like, girl, you need to be praying and crying every 2 seconds for him to find a job. Pray and cry that he can get his own roof over his head. Let's pray and cry about that. Let's pray and cry that he can learn how to fold his own underwear, okay? Because why are you putting that much work on him getting a woman to reset his life? Shouldn't he be able to provide? Shouldn't he be able to have his own? Because let's just say this does work out. What do you expect him to do? Move in with her? And if you're praying that he finds someone that is, you know, local and that already lives there, sir, I'm sorry, ma'am, your son is a bum. Hate to break it to you. He's already pissing me off, and homegirl is kind of too. I really don't know if they're doing all this for the cameras, how he's walking, talking, and acting. He's seen a few Hallmark movies, Christmas ones at that, maybe a few with Jennifer Lopez. Was she in Hallmark movies? But he's seen a few of those and is fully acting. So and now it's time for too much. But I'm so ready to talk about Sunny. Sunny, the king that you are. As y'all know, I really do not like to see Veah and Rory and whatever they got going on my TV screen. I really don't. She annoys me. He annoys me. This whole situation of her bringing her ex to meet her current lover who already has issues with the ex is insane to me. Out of all the little friends that you got and that you filmed with, you can bring any of them. And so she's been keeping this a secret for, what has it been, like a day or two since she's been there. And I just feel so bad for Sunny because I can tell he is genuinely sweet and he is genuinely wanting to be with her. And even some of the little things that she's doing is very like mean and rude. He's doing all this to accommodate her. He got the hotel room. He made her some, I think curry chicken. And she was just like, no. I've never had it before. Girl, you need some curry chicken in your life. You need a little seasoning in your life. That's probably the problem with you. But also how you said that and how you did that to him was just so rude. Even after that, he was still trying to be romantic, got little flower petals on the bed, lit his little candles, which I'm like, sir, I don't know if those candles without the holder is right. Because it was already melting on the thing towards the end. I'm like, sir, you will get charged for that. Obviously, he wanted to have like a good night, if you know what I mean. However, she didn't want to do it, which again, I can respect that. However, from his POV, you've just been acting really sketchy ever since you landed. And I mean, I know why, because you got your ex here and you know it's a mess. But he doesn't. He continues to try to woo you, try to be very nice and be a gentleman to you. They go to the river and go on this little boat ride. It was sweet, but she just kept giving little hints about Rory and about little things that she might have to where it was just very weird. And I'm like, girl, just like with Niles, say with your chest. Camera's cut. And when they turn back on, they are chasing him down and he is over here yelling. I'm like, what just happened?
You're playing with me.
I'm not.
What the Veah? You bring your ex here in
Sunny.
Devon. You out of your mind.
Sunny, stop.
Don't follow me. I don't want to talk.
Come
I don't want to
back.
even see your face.
Stop.
Don't even touch me. Go touch your ex.
She was on her phone and being a little sketchy per usual. And so he was curious about what was going on. And then he saw, I think she said he grabbed her phone, which is bad. But I don't know how it is because, again, I don't trust her. However, he ended up seeing the picture that they took, her and Rory, on the plane to get here. So he knew, oh, Rory was here. Why didn't you tell, A, why is he here? But B, why did you not tell me this before? Rightfully so, he was so upset. And he was just like, I'm done. I don't understand why she was chasing him down and trying to like make sense of that, because you knew it didn't make sense. Rory knew it didn't make sense. Everybody knows it doesn't. Production knew it didn't make sense. That's why they wanted to film it. And that's probably why you were casted, because you are the only dummy that will be out here doing this. And the reason why I'm dedicating this episode to Sunny is not because he yelled at a woman, of course not, but I'm glad that he stood his ground, stood on business, and also I feel like he was the realest person that I've seen on these type of shows, especially this season, but a lot of reality shows in so long. Not saying that to make a good reality show and make it real, like, you know, they need to be like, cut the cameras, I'm done. But most of these people don't do what they would actually do in real life. And I could tell easily that he's a sweet, genuine person that actually wanted to be with her. And after experiencing this, any normal person in a real life scenario, which is why I'm watching reality TV, would be like, no, I'm done. I don't want to film no more. I don't want to do the show no more. I'm done.
I'm a dumb to you. Do I look dumb? You bringing
I
your
didn't
ex.
say you were dumb.
You make me to feel like I'm a dumb right now. You have your
I don't
ex-boyfriend.
want to be with him.
So why the
If I wanted to be with him, then I would have been with him.
So
I would
why
not
did you
come all
not
this
lift
way.
him there?
We both live in the U.S. I
Yeah.
could have been with him if I wanted.
Okay.
I don't want to be with him. I came all the way to your country,
okay.
your city, to be with you.
No. This I'm not playing with you. Go back home.
I am happy for him. He is the MVP of this episode, this season, and honestly, reality TV and that type of format this year, because we've seen the fiasco that Love is Blind did. He's not out here trying to be a little celebrity, at least I don't think. I haven't looked at his Instagram, so we'll see. But yeah, Sunny.
Matt.
You are the last one on this show that I'm rooting for. All I know is I better not see you on the next episode or any other episodes having a little lunch with her trying to make sense of this. Or you're going to make me lose all hope and all humanity as it relates to reality TV. That is all I have for you. I am trying to catch up so quick, but it is so long. I'm really trying. If you don't already, subscribe to my Patreon. That way you can see my full episodes of this season as well as several other shows. Find my podcast, Reality Rewatch, wherever you listen to your podcasts. Give that a follow, like, share, comment, all the above. And make sure you are subscribed to my YouTube. That way you can see all of my other thoughts on this season as well as several other shows that I'm watching too. Well, until next time. Also, Sunny, I mean it. I'm dead serious. Do not show up on my TV screen. With peace and love.